welcome back. This is your boy Raven's Bloodlust, aka Raven. Do I have an accent? So, it has come to my attention that I've been told I have an accent. I don't really think I have one. So, a few people, not a lot, said I have an accent. They like it. It's adorable. I don't know. I'm from the West Coast. I guess we have accents. I think the whole thing about accents, I don't think every country has an accent. I also don't believe every state has an accent. Like, if you're from the Midwest, everyone has kind of like an accent. East Coast, you have an accent. Parts of the West Coast, you have an accent, but I don't think all of it. I'm pretty sure most of the people sound the same here. There's a couple people, they're like, brah, like, let's go surfing and catch some waves. That's like everyone thinks that, because you're on the West Coast, that you're speak like that. First of all, I don't enjoy the beach. Like, it's overcrowded. The people that go to the beach here are tourists and people who live on the beach that are super rich. Beaches out here, they're overcrowded. Don't move here. It's traffic is a nightmare. The best thing I do like about California is the weather. The weather's amazing, but also with a bunch of people moving here, it causes tons of traffic. It's just nightmare. You've seen LA traffic? It's awful. So beaches are mostly seen for tourist traps. I do like the smell of the ocean. But I've only been in the ocean probably in the last 10 years or so. Probably like 10 times. I don't go once a year. I probably went like twice in 1 year. Not a big fan. It takes like 40 minutes for us to get there. And you gotta pack all your shit in there, and then you got all the people there and stuff. A lot of people complain about too when they're visiting California. They're like, oh, we came here for vacation, and you know what? Your weather is garbage. It is raining. I want the refund. You don't get a fucking refund, okay? It's the weather. We don't have control over it. Fuck off. Like, seriously. So we have Disneyland, which is great. Then again, people complain like, oh, it's raining. Can you give us a refund? Yet again, we don't have control over the weather. People think we have amazing weather. We do have amazing weather. Also, it doesn't always like to play nice. In the hundreds, just because Mother Nature wants to be a dick that day. It's like, oh, you got good weather? I'm just gonna throw that out there and make it hot. Oh, we're gonna randomly throw a random rainy storm your way. That's what happens. But yeah, as far as all California's the West Coast, I don't know. I don't think we have an accent. At all. I don't have an accent. It sounds like you are making it up. But yeah. I mean, to other people, it might sound like it. I don't know. I met some people from the Midwest, and they don't have Midwest accents. I think it's just certain part locals. Same with East Coast. Like, East Coast would be like, hey, and they talk a certain way. You know what I mean? Like Italian type mafia type stuff. That's kind of that's kind of mean. It's like saying all West Coasters are surfer bros. Surfers, you want to go surfing? Yes. Nah. It's like where I'm from, it's like everyone freaking, they're all tatted up, and they're like, yo, bro, let's go, rah, rah, vroom, vroom. They're all drinking monsters and shit, and like shitty bands, and um, have all lifted trucks. Kind of sounds like I live down south, but I don't. That this place exists in California. Everyone has like lifted trucks, plays shitty loud music, all tatted up, and they drink Monster Energy drinks. And that's not an over exaggeration. So people, like I said, people always like to say that California is full of liberals and surfers and gays. That's far from the truth. Depends on what part you're from. Um, I have nothing against anyone being gay. It's like, I'm just saying that's stereotypical of like what people think for California. We all sound the same. But like I said, everyone's. I guess you could kind of say that we're kind of like where I'm from. I guess they're kind of like rednecks, which is kind of funny because it's like a small area on the West Coast. But it's just funny. I don't know, like, discuss if I have an accent. I don't think I do. I do other voices and impersonations, but I don't believe I have an accent. So, yeah. It's maybe I do sound different to other people's. But I've heard other accents. I always think that like British people have accents. But you know, there's people from Britain that don't sound British because it's like a certain area. Just like there's parts of Texas that they sound like everyone's like, I'm a cowboy. It's like, not everyone from Texas is a cowboy. There's like certain parts. There's geography wise. I don't know. So, I mean, they plan on splitting California into like 3 states, which is kind of silly, but it wouldn't make sense for the areas, I guess. So then you'd have like you'd have the surfers in one area and the liberals and all that stuff on the other end and stuff. I'm not making fun of anyone's political thing, but it's just I'm just making fun of like how everyone thinks that like California is liberal surfers and just happy people. It's not. Yeah. So Southern California, that's like more Northern California. Southern California is like more like people like into the desert and stuff and like going camping. Like they like the off-road vehicles. And Northern California is that's that stuff, and Oregon's just Oregon. They don't like Californians and pump their own gas. Washington's pretty cool. It rains a lot in Seattle. Thankfully, when I was there, that it didn't rain. Just like I said, they don't control the weather. I wasn't complaining there. They're like, this is not normal. I'm like, yeah, that's because we brought our California weather with us. Like, nah. And even then, like their beaches are like way different. So like the West Coast is not the whole like. Their beaches are way different from California's beaches, where it's like it's all sunny and bright. Down in our beaches, like northern West Coast, it's colder. Not a lot of people go in the water. It's not really a surf area. But I didn't really experience a lot of, when I was in Seattle, like, I didn't feel like there was a lot of people that their accents were different than mine. There was some people, it's like artsy fartsy people, because Seattle's a really like yeah, there's like business and stuff like that in there, but it's very artistic, and it's a lot like California, but Washington, but I would say that it's more of like San Francisco per se, like Seattle. So it's very similar to San Francisco. But like the rest of Washington's like pretty much laid back and stuff. That's like where you'd go to retire. But I didn't think they had an accent at all. There's a couple people like in certain areas of the city, like they hold themselves higher than other people because they're like autists. It's a very artistic. But yeah, like I said, I guess I have an accent. I don't feel like I do. So yeah, the West Coast, I guess, versus East Coast and other parts of the world. Like, I'm sure, like, if I were to travel the East Coast, like, I'm pretty sure that not everyone sounds like they're from New York or sounds like they're everyone from California sounds like, or from the West Coast sounds like they're surfers. I don't surf. I will never surf. I don't want to surf. I'm sorry. Not that it's like sharks and stuff. My wife is afraid of sharks. She's like, oh my God, there's sharks in the water. I'm like, there's not sharks in the water. They could care less about it. Yes, there are sharks in the water, but at least out here we get a lot of like tiger sharks and leopard sharks, but they're not going to eat you. They're more afraid of people. They've had a couple great whites that have come down, and I'm just like, because they like our water, because it is one. Everyone likes our water. Yeah. But the rest of the United States kind of dislikes California. As our governor, Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was an interesting time. That was kind of weird. A celebrity being our governor. I was like, no, he can't make any more Terminator movies. And then as soon as he got out, he was like, I will make more movies. And I'm like, yeah, right on, man. It's cool. The best thing about here, though, is the Mexican food's amazing. Oh my gosh, there's like taco shops everywhere. It's so yummy, yummy, yummy. I like it. I should stop. I eat Mexican food like every other day. It's kind of bad. And I like wings, but Mexican food is like, it's so good. I think that's what I'd miss the most, like, if I were to move, like, out of California or even off the West Coast. Because Taco Bell is not Mexican food, okay? I'm just saying that people think it is, and it's not. It's not Mexican food. Stop it. Stop it now. Not Mexican food. Another thing is, too, we have Chinese food places that are really good. I guess if you move the Midwest, you don't have many places like that. I'm just like, sad face. I don't know if I'll ever move. It'd be kind of weird. I don't know. If I have an accent, people will probably be like, you're from California. I'm like, they say if you live in a place long enough, like, you pick up the accent, like, after a few years. Otherwise, people are like, you're not from here. But I don't feel like I do have an accent. But thank you. They said my voice is really cool. Apparently I have a really cool voice. I don't know. I don't think so. Like, some of my followers are like, so Ravens, I can fall asleep to you. And I'm like, that's kind of creepy. No, but I appreciate it. So, like I said, do I really have an accent or not? I don't know. So, you know, this is my real voice right now. If you haven't can tell. I'm coming to the part of the end of the video where I'm just like rambling now about it because I ran out of things to discuss. Just don't forget to hit the likes and subscribe button to get notified when I do post videos, and most of my stuff comes from Twitch. Don't forget to follow me on there for awesome rage moments, and I get really hyped when I play Dead by Daylight and a couple other games like COD. And I'll check you guys later. Like, leave a comment below. Do I have an accent or do I not? Alright, bye.